Winter is approaching and we tend to get more depressed and sick. Let's discuss some ways to prevent this. Automass photo. Hi everyone, we are discussing catching colds and feeling depressed, specifically during the winter months, and some of the ways to keep yourself healthy. The colder months can be quite difficult and depressing for many due to decreased sun exposure, and holidays such as Thanksgiving and Christmas bringing stress. What do you experience during the winter months? Do you tend to lack motivation, feel sad, or even become more susceptible to cold and flu viruses? If so, do you tend to feel better for longer stretches during the warmer months? You might have a condition called seasonal affective disorder, which is characterized by cyclical depression generally during the colder months. This condition affects a great many of us, and there are ways of remedying it, as we will discuss in just a moment. We've all heard that washing hands and not going to work when sick are great ways of preventing illness. However, there is no sure way to prevent a cold or other illness. Even if you avoid people who are sick and keep your surroundings sanitary, that still will not prevent the risk. But your body is designed to fight infection on its own, naturally, when given the right tools. So, we should strive not to live in fear. Unfortunately, fear is the key marketing tool in domestic and global businesses, especially in the pharmaceutical industry. We are purposefully misled using scare tactics and fear-mongering when it comes to the flu vaccine. This vaccine simply gives people a false sense of hope, acting almost entirely as a placebo, making people believe that they won't get sick with the flu. The flu vaccine is heavily promoted to the general population as doctors, pharmacies, and broadcast advertising urge you to get the shot, when all it's really going to do is up the risk of damage to your immune system. Further evidence even suggests that receiving the flu vaccine the prior year will cause increased susceptibility to the flu in subsequent year. Once you learn about the natural ways of boosting your immune system, you realize how inefficient and pointless the flu vaccine is, and you won't depend on it for placebo immunity any longer. Let's consider some of the preventatives and remedies. Vitamin and mineral deficiencies in the body are known to cause depression and various mental conditions. I strongly believe that everyone should be supplementing with vitamin D and vitamin B12. We simply don't get enough of these from sun and our diet. Moreover, various medications and chemical additives in our food can and likely will cause vitamin and mineral deficiencies. Vitamin D is key to strengthening your immune system and can be obtained from mushrooms. Vitamin B12 can provide your body with energy, but since there is no natural source, you can take supplements or eat foods fortified with B12. Zinc is another effective mineral for fighting illness since it kills various viruses and boosts the immune system. Compounds in both garlic and ginger are incredibly powerful at killing bacteria and viruses. Make some tea and add powdered ginger and make a soup with garlic. The taste may not be so pleasant, but just keep in mind the positive intention you have for taking it, which is to help remedy your cold symptoms. Mushrooms are also excellent at boosting the immune system. One mushroom in particular, chaga, has incredible cold and flu fighting properties that boost the body's immune system. This mushroom has even been beneficial for those with cancer as it helps to boost the immune system's ability to fight cancer cells. I've used it in tea, hot cocoa, and chocolate. If you're wondering about the taste, it's not like a typical mushroom and doesn't have the usual taste. Other highly beneficial mushrooms are reishi, lion's mane, and cordyceps. Probiotics and fermented food are a wonderful preventative against illness. Most of our immune system is centered in our gut. When we eat well and consume probiotics, we are allowing beneficial bacteria to flourish and fight the invaders that are making us sick. Some wonderful probiotics and ones I personally love are kimchi, sauerkraut, miso, tempeh, and kombucha. I do not recommend animal-based probiotics such as yogurt. Colloidal silver is a powerful antimicrobial. It can stop the very application of viruses and is much safer than conventional antibiotics. Just use colloidal silver when you feel a cold coming on and discontinue use when you are well. I've given it to my family and friends, and they all have benefited greatly from it. Usually within an hour after taking it, they report feeling better, and as the day progresses, they recover to almost normal. I've used it, and while it didn't shorten my cold symptoms, it lessened them by 80%. I was able to work and go about my usual tasks without much discomfort or fatigue. Other alternative medicines and remedies that can work are spiritual healing, Reiki, herbs, and homeopathy, just to name a few. If you have tried any of these, please share your experience so others may benefit as well. And let's not forget the most important medicine of all, food. Food is the ultimate medicine. Many of the remedies I mentioned are food, which is what you should always focus on to keep you healthy. When you eat unhealthily, you'll be more prone to getting sick. And when you eat healthily, your immune system will be functioning the way it should and defend you against bacteria and viruses. For depression during winter, all of the mentioned remedies can help, especially vitamin D, since our levels naturally drop due to low sun exposure. However, if you find that vitamin D doesn't help you, another remedy is light therapy. This mimics natural outdoor light as if it was a bright, sunny summer day. I also recommend a Himalayan salt lamp to help promote a positive, relaxed state and mood. In conclusion, the best way to defend against colds and depression during the winter season is your diet. Your immune system is greatly influenced by what you eat. While there are plenty of natural remedies that can help alleviate the symptoms of a cold or depression, such as vitamin D, light therapy, and various other herbs and supplements, your best preventative is to eat a healthy diet of vital nutrients and vitamins each day. Thank you for sharing and supporting this information and for making a difference in the world. Your input is valuable, so if you have any questions or comments, please make your voice heard. By working towards a common goal together, we can accomplish so much more. Sign up for my free email newsletter to receive my free ebook, and a big thank you to all my supporters. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching my video. If you would like more content, please feel free to subscribe.